Okay, it is recording. I wasn't sure if it was. Okay, tonight is June 22nd, 2017, and this is our new ambassador orientation. I am Jimmy Lee Nitzo, Senior Ruby Ambassador, and with me I've got Mandy Kirkendall, who is a Ruby Ambassador, and we're joining together to do this orientation for both of our teams. So give me just a second here. Okay, I'm going to start out with the legal part of it. Plexus makes no guarantees or projections of income, as such representations may be misleading. Your success depends on your effort, commitment, skill, leadership abilities, and how effectively you exercise those qualities. With that said, I want to tell everybody, I don't want you to look at that and think, oh, I'm not a salesperson, I'm not a leader, I can't do this. It's all about learning how to do it. When I first started, I was not either, and I honestly didn't want to have anything to do with the business end of it because I didn't think that I would be good at it. I didn't think that I would be able to get anybody to join me. But through doing personal growth and development and through giving it my hardest try and just growing and learning to believe in myself and what I can do, I'm doing it and I'm succeeding at it, and I truly believe that I'm good at it now. So I know if you put the effort into it, you can do it too. There you go, Mandy.
Yay. So welcome everybody, new ambassadors. Congratulations on making the best health and business decision you've ever made. I have joined so many network marketing companies in the past and failed at all of them because I wasn't passionate about it and I didn't care about it because it wasn't changing me. Plexus has changed me health-wise and personally with self-development, and just it's been amazing group of people. So welcome to this family. The sky is the limit with Plexus. Whether you want to maybe just, and we'll go over this later, but maybe you just want to make enough to pay for your products, or maybe you want to retire with Plexus. The sky is the limit, and whatever you want to do, you can do. You just have to have focus, be consistent, be faithful, and be a product of the product. You can't be skipping and just taking it now and then. You need to be a product of the product. So welcome aboard, and we're so happy to have you on this journey with us.
Thank you, Mandy. Hold on, guys. I knew that that was going to happen. It happens to me every time I get to clicking too much. Okay, so I want to talk to you guys about freedom. First of all, as Mandy said, it takes commitment. Okay, you have to commit. You have to actually do the work. This is not some get rich quick scheme. Decide that today is the day that you are going to change everything. So what is network marketing? You are your own boss. I absolutely love the fact that I don't have to answer to anybody else. Today, I took the afternoon off, and the reason why I look the way that I do right now, if you can see me on the side screen or not, is because I took my kids swimming. I have my kids home this summer, and I have the freedom to be able to do what I want to do with them, to be able to work part-time hours and get full-time pay. My husband works for Arizona Game and Fish, and he is gone every week. He's gone Monday through Thursday, works 10-hour days, and I'm here at home with our kids. And on average, I think lately I work maybe 20 hours a week, sometimes more, sometimes less, just depends on what's going on. I make the same amount that he makes. How crazy is that? Especially for something that I didn't want to do. You're in control of your destiny. And once I saw that, that's why I'm where I am with this, is because I saw that it was within my control to make what I wanted out of it. And it's in your control as well.
Okay, so I get asked this a lot at the beginning, as well as I still get asked this question. I've been asked by potential customers and ambassadors. I've been asked by family members. I've been asked by my own stepson. Is this a pyramid scheme? A scam? No, it's not. Those are illegal. Pyramid scheme is illegal. And a pyramid scheme is a business model that does not supply any sort of product or service to the public, which we have. We have these amazing products. So that is something you're going to run into, because I think a lot of people think that. For some reason, people think that when they think of network marketing. No, we are not. That's just the answer you can give them. And you can say, we're not a pyramid scheme. Those are illegal. That's a simple answer to that.
Yep. Okay. MLM, what is that? What does that mean? MLM means multi-level marketing. It's an amazing opportunity to grow your own team. This is done by everyone sharing an opportunity and product by word of mouth. Just reaching out to a few of your friends and family can bring exponential growth. Now, like I said, I didn't think that I would be good at this. I didn't think that I could even get one person to join me. Well, if you look at this little diagram down at the bottom, that red person would be you, okay? You reach out to 3 people, the little blue guys, and I'm not going to tell you to stop at 3. This is just, we'll kind of go into the power of 3 here in a little bit. You teach them to reach out to their 3 people, and you can kind of see how this duplicates. So by doing this, I went from thinking I couldn't get one person to join me to having over 500 ambassadors on my team. And I didn't bring on 500 people. I do not know 500 people. It's because I did the duplication there. I taught my ambassadors how to do the same thing. It's really simple if you keep it simple and you do not overcomplicate it. One of the neatest things about this is those people that I personally brought on, a lot of them were my friends and family. Some of them were new friends that I've met along the way. And then the people that they brought on and the people that they brought on and so on and so forth. I have all these people on my team that I would have never met if it hadn't have been for Plexus. And, you know, one person that I think of in particular is Summer Glenn. She is my level 3 ambassador, and she is truly one of my very best friends. I cannot imagine my life without that friendship. And if I hadn't taken the chance and said yes to Plexus, I wouldn't know her. She wouldn't be a part of my life. Another one here, even outside the team, is Mandy. She's a sideline. So relationships are a huge, huge part of this, and probably one of the best parts of this.
Yeah, for sure. I'll go add to that a little bit. The relationships are, I think, my favorite part of this entire journey. And I didn't have that with any other company I had ever tried out. Basically, I was just getting their welcome kits. And I didn't have that with any. Plexus is amazing. Like I said, it's a family. So the back office. So when you signed up, you would have picked out a username and password. And when you go and log into your back office, and that's where you go to click on Ambassador Preferred Login on the main Plexus Worldwide website, you'll use your username and password, and this is where you'll go to place your own orders. You'll see your customer information back there in reports, as well as your downline. When you are growing a team, you can see their information and if they have their backup order on and how much PV they have for the month. But there's also so much more in the back office than the reports. You can, there's if for some reason you didn't have an upline or anyone that you could contact, everything you could ever need to know is back there. There's so much information on products, on how to grow the business. The compensation plan is back there. There's so much information. So just look around, play around back there. If you're not comfortable with it or confused by it, ask your sponsor and they can give you a tour of the back office. That is something you need to know how to get around. You don't need to know all the information in it, but you need to know how to find it if you ever needed it, for sure.
Yeah, and real quick, just with that said, as far as reaching out to your sponsor, if the person that sponsored you is not working the business, go to the next person in line. If you need to, reach out to me or Mandy, and we will figure out who the person is that you need to go to, or we will help you ourselves, because that does happen. Not everybody's in this to build a business. They may have casually shared what the products were doing for them. My computer is being slow. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, so let's talk about welcome packs and convenience orders. A welcome pack, you probably purchased one when you signed up. If you did not, you have 30 days from the day that you signed up to be able to purchase one. I highly suggest it because you want to be taking the products. As Mandy said earlier, you need to be consistent with your products and be a product of the product. Another really neat thing is these welcome packs are offered at below wholesale. So the smaller ones are $99 and the larger ones are $199. To kind of give you a quick example on that, if you look at our triplex combo, which is our most popular and most important, the retail price on that I think is roughly $150. You can get it for $99. How amazing is that? When an ambassador purchases a welcome pack, that welcome pack is 50% of that goes back to the company to replenish the product, pay office staff, all that good stuff. The other 50% is paid to the 4 upline levels, so the sponsor and then the 3 ambassadors above that sponsor, out on a weekly paycheck. So to give you just a quick example, I don't want to go too much into the compensation plan on this one. But smaller welcome pack, if you're the sponsoring ambassador, you get $25. If it's a larger one, you get $49.75. Another thing that comes in the welcome pack is this amazing success kit. And here in a couple of minutes, Mandy's going to kind of go over just a brief bit of that. I wish we had had that when we signed up, other than that little book that we got. It's pretty amazing. Convenience orders. A convenience order is an order that it's a monthly order that is set up for the date that you designate it to be set up for to get your products in. And this keeps you consistent with the products. Something that we found is that 80% of people that do not have a convenience order set up, they never reorder again. They're not consistent. They're not committed. So for yourself, I would definitely suggest having that set up because you spent the money on it and you want to give it your all. You can set it a couple of different ways, conditional or unconditional. What this means is if it's set at conditional, it has to be 100, what we call 100 PV, which is personal volume, pretty close to dollar amount. Okay, so the triplex combo would be perfect for that. If it's set for 100 PV and you've already placed a manual order or a customer has ordered from you and already gotten you to 100 PV, that order is not going to ship out on that date. It defaults to the next month, okay? Or you can set it to unconditional because you know that those are the products that you want every single month. You can always go in and edit it. So if you've had sales or you've already ordered some product, but you want that order, set it to unconditional so it will ship out no matter what. And when you first set it up, it will default to the date that the person's signing up or that you're changing it. So be sure that you check it to make sure that you have it on the date that you want.
Okay, so you're brand new and you want to work the business, maybe a little bit, maybe a lot, whatever it is. Where do I start? You might be asking. So hopefully, if you're new, you got a welcome pack. And if you didn't, like we said at the beginning of the call, you can still get that. If you're within your first 30 days, you can still get the welcome pack. Okay, so if you did, you would have got this. I don't have the whole welcome pack with me, but it's beautiful. Like Jimmy said, when her and I first started, it was not beautiful. It was very, very sad. There was a cool book in it. I actually read the book. I know a lot of people just like threw it to the
So did
side.
I.
I actually read that whole book.
And I
Okay,
think
it was
still have it
interesting.
somewhere.
Yep, I have mine somewhere, but it was nothing compared to what we have. I mean, right here probably has more information than that whole book did, and this is just a little sheet of 10 steps. So I just picked out a couple steps of this quick start guide to go over with you, because we've already said some of them, like the first one's be a product with a product. We already talked about that. So one thing to start with is state your why. And ever since I've heard that saying with Plexus, I've been hearing it other places, not network marketing related. Why are you doing this? Is it for just your health? Why did you join Plexus, basically? Is it for something with your health? Maybe you wanted to get your gut healthy, or maybe you had heard your friend lost 10 pounds and you wanted to also. What was your why? Why do you want to do this? And maybe dig a little deeper if you're wanting to work the business. Maybe you're wanting to pay for your products. Why are you wanting to pay for your products? Because maybe you don't have that extra $150 a month, or an extra $150 a month would help you because you've been wanting to set aside money for vacation or for your child's tuition, whatever it may be. Really think, why am I doing this? And then when you get frustrated, maybe because you get a customer and they're not consistent on their products, and you get kind of deflated. You're so excited when you signed up that customer and then they're not taking their products. You can go back to your why and get yourself excited and motivated again. So it's so important to have a why you're doing this, so you can go back to that. And your why changes. Maybe in a couple months it's not for that anymore, it's for something else, and that's okay. Why change all the time. Set your business goals. Where do you want to be in 30, 60, or 90 days? Do you just want to still be a wholesale customer, or do you want to have 6 people on your team and $1,000 in sales? Think about that and figure out where you want to be in 30, 60, 90 days and write that down and share it with your sponsor or a friend. So important to share your goals. Make a Frank's list. And some of this can be overwhelming at first. I know it was for me, but just know this and think back on it and just do it and don't get overwhelmed. A Frank's list, it's a list of 100 people, and Frank stands for friends, relatives, acquaintances, neighbors, people you know through your kids, and what's S? Services. Like maybe the UPS store you go to, or I don't know, I can't think of it. People that come to your house, I don't know, for whatever reason, your Schwann's man, I don't know, services. Add those to everyone you can think of, write their name down. Whether there's somebody you're going to talk to right now or maybe later about Plexus, be listening to them. Maybe they come to your door to deliver your stuff and they're saying, oh my gosh, I'm so exhausted all the time, or my blood sugar's low, I need to eat something. Whatever it is, always be listening. But write everybody's names down and come up with a list of 100 people. That's your homework. If you're new, that's your homework. If you're not new, even people that have been around, always keep your Frank's list updated. I know you've heard that before, but do it. I still have to tell myself that all the time. And the last one I want to point out here is get connected and stay connected. Calls like this, there's weekly calls. Jimmy and I are working on, I know she has a Sunday Facebook Live call on her team page. We're going to start working on doing more PJ parties, more opportunity meetings. Even if you're not new, next time we do this call, jump on it. You can learn something new every time. So always get connected and stay connected. Find a call. And if there's not a call going on and you have a free evening, go on YouTube and search, like there's Rock the Pink Live, Tara Castaneda. Look up some different videos and watch those on your own. It's a great way to stay connected.
Well, and also on my team page, I have a thread for videos for like each week. So if you're trying to get to silver, type in silver in the search engine, and you might have to scroll through a little bit, but you'll find a post. And within the thread, it's nothing but videos on getting to silver. So, and gold and other ones. Let's see here. Okay, so speaking of Facebook, Facebook is a free advertisement. How amazing is that? I'm going to tell you, do not delay. You want to get started right away. I find it, if you let your friends watch your story as it unfolds, it's going to be easier to get them on board, because it's not like you're just throwing some gimmick out there at them. They've watched the results, and that's literally what happened to me. Is I did not keep it a secret. I was on Facebook talking about it, and then people wanted it. And on the next slide, I think it is, Mandy will be kind of going over your kind of coming out post. Okay. So when it comes to Facebook, you want to be consistent with your posting. I have this little thing that on Facebook every morning that's been telling me that I have shared on Facebook for like, I don't know, 527 days or something like that. Like every single day I've posted. And I thought that that was pretty neat. I post a couple of different times during the day. I usually have one out there in the morning and then one in the evening. Those are the two times that most people are on. And a little secret is, if you post in the morning but not in the evening, the people that get on in the evening might not see your post because it'll be buried in their newsfeed. That's why I do it a couple of different times during the day. Do not worry about offending others. Something that I have heard said, and I absolutely love, is someone else's opinion does not pay my bills. Okay, so I've really had to just kind of get over my fears on that. And with time and consistency and not being salesy when I post, I tell my story a lot. I make it personal. I share from the heart. I find that my friends, even the ones that don't really want to have anything to do with Plexus, like, they're proud of me and they support me. I've got one, he's never tried Plexus. I swear someday he's going to, but he likes almost all of my posts, Plexus or non-Plexus. I had this birthday message on my last birthday from a friend that has ignored me about Plexus. And it said, "Happy birthday. I want you to know that we are so proud of what you're doing." And that just meant the world to me. It was just another, just drove it home to me that I'm not offending others. I am not driving them crazy. And I look at it like this. If I don't want to see their pictures of their political rants, what do? I don't defriend them. I just scroll on by. I don't say anything negative. I just scroll on by. They don't want to see my Plexus. They can scroll on by. Those who post the most frequently are the most successful. And like I just said, it's been a huge thing for me. I think a very large part of my business has come from social media. Post strategically, share, don't sell. In the beginning, I was all about posting the graphics. What I have found out in time, the only people that like those cute, funny little graphics are other Plexus ambassadors. Nobody else is even interested. I get more interaction on a post that if I want a picture, I will, say it's my pink drink, which I don't even know if you guys can see me right now. It depends on if you've got the camera on the side. I will take a picture of me and whatever the product is and then post about it. If I am, I skipped ahead, my hand hit it, sorry. If I am in the picture with the product, I have more non-Plexus people interact on that post. Don't get discouraged when it seems like nobody's paying attention to you. Nobody's liking your posts. Nobody's commenting on your posts except for maybe other Plexus ambassadors. I promise you, they are watching. they're watching from the closet. Okay. They don't want people to know that they want to lose weight or they got this issue or that issue or that they might try this. Okay. They will more than likely maybe send you a private message asking you about it. They might not send you that message though. That's why it's your job to, that Frank's list that Mandy spoke of, to go through that list and reach out to people every day. I have been completely surprised at some of the people that I've reached out to that were actually interested when I didn't think in a million years that they would be. Don't share posts, okay? That little share button there on Facebook. If you share it, it's viewed by less people, especially if that person has privacy settings on it, has it set to like friends only. The only people that are going to see it are your mutual friends with that person, okay? If you create a whole new post, just copy and paste the text, the picture, if you're going to use whatever photo is with it, save it to your device, create a whole new post, and that way it's coming from you. You're not sharing it, and your friends that maybe are seeing it aren't thinking that they're supposed to go contact me because you shared my post. They need to know that, like, you have your own website, right? And that's another thing that's not even on here. Do not post your website link in a post or in the comments. Facebook does not like that, okay? And do not post any prices other than like the $34.95 annual membership fee. And I think we can post the trial pack prices. But other than that, we do not post any prices. Be compliant. I'm not going to go over too much on compliance here, but just a tip is we do not list any diseases. Something with like our new Vital Biome, we can talk about anxiety now, as we could not do that before. We kind of go more by talking about symptoms. Okay, so if you take me, for instance, if I'm out there and I'm talking about fibromyalgia, yeah, I'm going to connect with the people that have fibromyalgia. But if I'm talking about my symptoms, say I'm talking, one of my big things is how my hair fell out before. Okay, say I'm talking about my hair falling out, but I'm not putting the name fibromyalgia on that. I'm going to reach so many other people that want long, fast-growing, full, thick hair. And I'm probably going to reach like Mandy, you know, she's got lupus. And that's one of the symptoms with that is hair falling out. So I've really, really learned that it's better to talk about symptoms anyways instead of the diseases. Now you can share privately in a private message or face-to-face about that stuff. Just do not put it out there publicly on Facebook.
Okay, so it is so important to post, but your first Facebook post is going to be introducing it to your friends and family on Facebook that you've gotten involved with this amazing company with these amazing products. So here's an example of a Facebook announcement. Maybe take a picture of yourself holding your pink drink. You know, I don't worry about what I'm drinking. This is not pink drink. And so you're going to say, I'm so excited to start my Plexus journey. My friend Sheila told me about, it's an amazing all natural supplement that gave her more energy, better sleep, better gut health, and helped her feel better overall. Who wants to try this with me? Or maybe you've already been on it for a couple of days and you can be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe how much energy I have. I feel great. I've been sleeping so good. You can put it on, you know, if you've been on it for a while, you can, or a few days, you can put yourself in there, but put yourself with your pink drink in that picture. Like Jimmy said, people are going to like that more. If there's a picture of you, don't put a picture of Sheila with her pink drink. They don't know her. You want to put a picture of yourself in there with your pink drink, or if you have a Plexus water bottle, use that. That's for your first Facebook post, but that's for lots of your Facebook posts. You want to, like Jimmy said, a picture with you, even holding a bottle of ProBio 5 or X Factor, whatever it is, you holding that, people love that.
Yep. Okay, what to do when someone shows interest. It's funny because I always love that message from ambassadors. I'm like, oh my gosh, somebody's interested. What do I say? They kind of get in a panic. First thing I'm going to tell you, if it's on your public post, do not answer their question on the post, because if you're answering their question, you're answering everybody else's questions right along with it, and there's no reason for them to ask the question for you to find out that like they even paid attention or that they're interested. So send them a private message, okay? I ask questions that help me determine if they're looking for health, wealth, or weight loss. Usually the first question that I will ask somebody is, what are your health goals? That simple. They'll come back at me and, tell me what they are. They say that they just want to lose weight. That's it. They're healthy, but they just want to lose weight. And as we all know, you're overweight, there's probably some other stuff going on. So then I will ask other questions like, how's your energy levels? Do you crave a lot of sugar? Stuff like that, to try to pull some more information so that I can give them the proper recommendations. Usually my recommendation is going to be the triplex combo, okay? Pretty much everybody needs that. If they are going to purchase, and this is my rule, okay? Mandy may do it a different way, but for me, this is what I do. Slim plus 3 products, I suggest going wholesale as an ambassador, because that's going to be enough to qualify them every month, even if they're not being consistent with one of the products. They still have that extra product in there that they will be ordering, and they will be getting their 100 PV, and everybody will be getting their paycheck, okay? I won't get too much into that, but if they're not qualifying, nobody makes any money, okay? Or if they're going to order less than that Slim plus 3 products, say they're just gonna order Slim and Accelerator, I suggest going as a preferred customer. We do have another option, which is retail. I usually do not even talk about retail because it's the highest price and it's really unnecessary for anybody to pay the highest price. Oh, sorry. I lost my mouse and I went backwards. Okay, there you go.
Okay, so the lists. So I'm going to say lists are so important. But if you're not an organized person, that's okay. I'm so not organized, but I do have my list like these going. You don't have to be like lists on everything, but these lists are important. So we already talked about the Frank's list. Your top 20 dream team. Think about the top 20 people that you would love to have on your team that would duplicate what you're doing, that would want to work the business, that know people, that have great connections, that have a great personality, and you just could see you doing amazing at this. Make a list of those 20 people. Make a list of people that inquire with you, that ask you questions about it. I randomly get messages from people wanting to know about this product or that product. Maybe they're not ready to buy now, but I want to write down their name because I want to follow up with them. People who like your posts. For me, a general rule is if they like my post more than twice, the same person, my Plexus post, I'm going to reach out to them. And then people that give you no's, maybe you reach out to somebody in your top 20 list or someone on your list of 100 from your Frank's list and they tell you no, that's okay. That doesn't mean no, never contact me again, unless they flat out say that. They just be like, no, I'm not interested, or no, not right now. Come back to them in a few months and reach out to them again. So have a list of your no's so you can, in the date that they said no and when you're going to follow up with them. So you can, because things change. Maybe their cousin has something that they saw you post about, or maybe their child or parent or themselves, something that's come up in their health and they've been watching you post and now is the time. So it's never a no until they tell you, don't ever contact me again, which I've never had happen.
I had one of my best friends. She was very, very negative about Plexus, and we just kind of left it at that. She was happy for me, but didn't want anything to do with it. And after maybe about 1.5 years, she called me up one day. There were no questions about the product. She said, I need to be an ambassador. I was like, whoa, okay, what happened? And just like Mandy said, circumstances changed. Her husband, his health was going downhill, and she needed to do something for him. Okay, so let's talk about follow-up a little bit. You're going to have some people that jump on board right away, and you're going to have some people that it takes time. That is completely normal, just like it does with any other business, okay? I think the person that is probably taken me the longest to sign up is my niece. It took 3 years of her watching me and me nagging her and I probably nagged her more than I would the average person because she's my niece and I can do that. But it just wasn't her time yet. When it was her time and she was ready, okay? So I want to talk about some sales statistics here, okay? Look at this. 48% of salespeople never follow up with a prospect. They contact the person one time, or the person asks them one time. They're not ready at that moment. They never go back and revisit it. 25% of salespeople make a second contact and then stop. 12% make 3 contacts and then stop. Only 10% of salespeople make more than 3 contacts. Now, look at this. 2% of sales are made on the first contact, 3% on the second, 5% on the third, 10% on the fourth, and 80% of sales are made on the 5th to the 12th contact. Look at that. And only 10% of salespeople are making more than 3 contacts. That, to me, that says it all. And being in this business it's been almost 4 years now, this holds 100% true. And I will tell you, I remember kind of being down in the dumps that first year, trying to get somebody to sign up, and that person I had to follow up for I think maybe it was the next 2 years that I followed up with her. But the neatest thing was when she finally signed up and brought her sister along, that's when I really, really needed them. I was working on my next rank. It couldn't have happened at a more perfect time. So follow up. If you are not doing the follow-up, then you're wasting the effort that you've already put into it.
Hey, so somebody has joined my team. Now what? So you get that email that says, congratulations, your team is growing. So exciting when you get that, but you don't need to you need to do something when that happens, whether it's your level 1, so that's someone that signs up right below you, or maybe it's your level 2, so that's someone signing up under someone that signed up under you. You need to get them started. You need to reach out to them and see what their goals are, find out what they're wanting to do with the business. If you want to meet up with them in person or get it with them on the phone and teach them about the back office. Let them know about the quick start guide and the welcome kit that they'll be getting. You want to add them to the team pages and welcome them. Schedule a 3-way call with yourself, them, and your sponsor. Help them with their first post. And then you want to check in on them daily for the first week, 2 weeks, maybe even 3 weeks, just so they're comfortable. They're going to have a lot of questions. I remember my first month people would ask me it seems like I always get the most random questions. I was brand new and my sponsor had been doing it for a while, and I would contact her. She was like, nobody's ever asked me that. I would just get the weirdest questions. So you want to check in with them and be available for them to check with you. And if you don't know the answer, you can get it for them. Maybe help them with some sort of launch, whether it be an online party or have some friends over to their house and share the products with a few of their friends that come. And now there's the new Lexi app, which you can download, and it's our personal assistant. It sends out information. You just put in your new ambassador's email address, name, and phone number, and Lexi automatically sends them daily training. So that's a great way for them to get some training, but you still want to check in with them on that. And I always, if it isn't one of your friends that joined your team, maybe it's a level 2 or 3, or maybe it's just someone you don't even know joined your team. I've had that happen before. Always, if you're not friends with them on Facebook, always go and friend them and send them a message saying, welcome to the team. I'm so excited you joined us, or whatever you want that personal message to be, to connect with them right away if you don't know them.
Okay. Keys to success. Be professional. I remember once I decided I wanted to work this business, I could not get business cards fast enough. There are many sources to get them. You can look in the back office under Plexus Print, and they have business cards and brochures there. You can also go online and get them. I think it's pretty inexpensive to print them off of Vistaprint. And you can also look on Etsy. You just want to make sure that they have a compliance approval code, so you know that everything with it is compliant and approved by Plexus. Work your business. You can work part-time, but not sometime. Consistency is key. Just like we said with the products. With the business, it's key too. It shows that you're serious. It is so much better to post on a daily basis, even if it's just one post a day, okay, than it is to post a bunch here and then not post again for a couple of weeks or a month or 2 months or whatever, and then come back on and post. Your friends need to see that you're consistent with it, that you mean business. Educate your ambassadors and be duplicatable, okay? Make it simple. Don't do things that they're going to look at you and think that they've got to do this extravagant thing or spend a bunch of money or whatever, like offering to pay people's membership fees. I very rarely ever do that. I have run a special like that here or there, okay, but for the most part, I don't want a new ambassador thinking that they have to do that in order to be successful. And as far as having a little sip and see, a get together to talk about the products, you don't need a huge presentation to do that. You can get some catalogs. They're very affordable in the back office. Get catalogs and sit around and go through the products in the catalogs. Another thing that comes in that success kit that Mandy mentioned are these really neat product cards. And they have prices on them, which I'm assuming the new ones have updated information, seeing how we have new products and stuff. But on the back, it has talking points about each product. So they've made it very simple for us. We just need to keep it simple. Keep in touch with your customers. Flip them to ambassadors the moment that they have any success. I will tell you, number one for me is customer service. Whether that is a new customer or a new ambassador. If it's a new ambassador that has not taken the products before, I treat them like I do a customer. I provide instructions on how to start the products, how to increase their dosages, I help them troubleshoot. I am there every step of the way. They know that they can come to me, but I'm also checking in with them. And if it's a customer, a week before, if preferred customer, a week before their auto shipment is about to go out, or if it's a retail customer, a week before they should be running out of product, I'm going to check in. they're a happy customer, I know that they would make an amazing ambassador. So I'm going to break down some prices for them and show them how they can get it cheaper. Or, you know, maybe they're only doing a couple of the products, doesn't really qualify them to be an ambassador. I'm going to show them the math. This is how much you're paying for these 2 products. This is how much you could be paying and be able to afford to add in more and have the ability to get your products paid for. Okay, I want to kind of point out this diagram down here at the bottom. It says, don't give up, you're closer than you think you are. So let's say you purchase 500 business cards and you have handed out 499 and you don't have the results that you are expecting as far as the business goes. Okay, so that last one, you're just gonna toss the card or you're gonna save it for your scrapbook or whatever. That would be like this little guy down here at the bottom who turns and gives up and walks away, and the jewels are on the other side there. I mean, like, what if that last business card had been the person that was going to blow up your business, or you were going to drastically change their lives? So just don't give up. That's all I can say to it. I could have given up a million times and I didn't, and I know Mandy feels the same way.
Okay, so the first step in your business is going silver. So you're going to hear that a lot, but how do you go silver? You need to add 3 people to your team. So think about your three people close to you. You have sister, mom, niece, best friend. Think of 3 people you'd like to do this with. And reach out to them and tell them, I want you to do this with me. I'm so excited about it. Be excited and tell them why they should do this with you. So each ambassador must be qualified. So that is, if they just joined and have a welcome pack, they're qualified. Or if maybe they joined you last month or not in the same month that you're in at the time, they need to have at least $100 or 100 PV to be qualified. So that's whether they have a customer ordering $100 or they're ordering that for themselves, which I hope they are taking their products, so they're buying that for themselves at least. You must be qualified, so you need to have your 100 PV as well. It's important to try to do this in your first month. It doesn't always happen, but reach out to those people. Maybe reach out to 3 to 5, maybe even 7 people a day. And try to get 3 people to join you on this that you would want to work with. These 3 people, make sure they're people you want to work with and would love to go on this journey with them. When you do get to silver, you get a $100 bonus. That's a one-time bonus. And then you also get, that's confusing to me, a business building bonuses equals $75.
Yeah, total. Okay, they can make anywhere.
Got it.
Got it. Okay.
150.
Go
Sorry,
with it.
I was like minus 150. Okay, I get
Oh,
it.
I'm sorry.
I see it now. My eyes were not. I wasn't reading that right. Okay.
Okay.
So when you sponsor these 3 people and they get the welcome pack, you either get $25 or $50 for the welcome pack, depending if they're getting the $99 or $199 welcome pack. So you're also getting $75 to $150 in those bonuses for their welcome packs, plus your $100 silver bonus. So that's a nice chunk of money in your first month for doing that.
Yeah, that for most people that'll cover their products right there. Yeah. Okay, sure. So the company also has another really neat incentive called Fast Start Gold. What does it mean to go Fast Start Gold? Well, basically it means earning a $700 bonus in your first 30 days. Who would not want that? Okay, wow. So you do this by within the first 30 days ranking to both silver and gold. Okay, so gold, to be gold, you have to go silver. You have to have those 3 personally sponsored level 1 ambassadors who have purchased their welcome packs or have ordered 100 PV in products. Okay, then gaining approximately another 17 ambassadors on your levels 1 through 3 who also purchase welcome packs or who get their 100 PV. This could be ambassadors signing up other ambassadors. So this is a key thing, is teaching the duplication. You get your 3 and you teach them to go out and get their 3. Your goal is 100 qualified points, okay? So we get pay points on each ambassador each month that's qualified. If those ambassadors are on our levels 1 through 3, they're worth 5 points each. Additionally, like the other levels, it just decreases 1 point per level. I don't want to confuse you on this. Okay, so this must happen within the first 30 days is signing up as an ambassador. What happens with your bonuses is your silver bonus is doubled. So instead of $100, you're getting $200. Your gold bonus is normally $250. You're getting $500. This will total $700. So basically what you need is 20 ambassadors on your team if it's levels 1 through 3 within the first 30 days. There have actually been many ambassadors that have done this. Did I do it? No, because when I started, it was not going to work the business. The business accidentally happened to me. Once I kind of got addicted to the business, I think back to it and I think about my network. And if I had had the confidence in myself and wanted to do it and made that list right away instead of several months down the road and actually contacted people, I honestly believe that I could have gone Fast Start Gold. It's one of those things where I wish I could go back and do that. Although I can, because on the compensation plan, when you hit Diamond, you get an extra position and you get to do everything all over again. So one day I will. So here's a tip. Before your new ambassador signs up, explain Fast Start Gold to them. If it's too confusing, have your sponsor explain it. Have them immediately begin contacting their friends or making that list of 100 so they are ready to go when they sign up. Then when they sign up, they're ready to have ambassadors and they really have a shot of making that happen. To add to this, I did watch a training video a while back by, I believe it was Sarah Taylor. She is a Diamond ambassador who has had a lot of Fast Start Gold ambassadors on her team. And she explained the follow-up process, how you're planting seeds all month long. And then at the end of the month, you hit it hard as far as closing the deal and signing them up. So to not get discouraged, to not let your ambassadors get discouraged during those first couple of weeks, because in a lot of cases, it does take follow-up. So I thought that that was a really neat tip. Okay, and on this one, Mandy, if you just kind of want to talk about the power of 3 a little bit.
Yeah, I'm going to see if, hold on. There we go. I had everybody's picture across the bottom and I couldn't read the whole slide.
Okay.
I can't even see this slide. Okay, so the power of 3. So if you get your 3, find those 3 people you want to work this business with that are excited, sign them up. And then each one of them, you want to train them to duplicate you and them to find their 3 that they want to work the business with, that they could see doing really well. Is that you or me?
What?
Oh, it was like tripping. The whole screen was, it was getting bigger and littler the whole time. That
I have no idea.
Slide.
I didn't touch anything this time.
How funny. The graphic was all over, bouncing over the screen. Okay. So if you were to do that and train the people that sign up under you to get 3 and the people that sign up under them to get 3. So in your first level, you're going to have 3 people. That's 3 level 1s that you've signed up. Your second level is going to have 9 people at 45, at 5 points each. That's 45 points. And on average, we get paid $3 per point. And we'll go over that more in the compensation plan training that's going to be coming up before long. So that would be $135. Your third level of each of those, everybody's duplicating, getting the 3 getting the 3 would be 27 people. Your 4th level would be 81 people. Your 5th level would be 243 people. Look at all those points you would have. You'd have 1,248 points at $3 a point. That's over almost close to pushing $4,000 a month getting paid from just your points. So you can see how that happens. And not everybody's going to duplicate. So you don't want to stop with just your 3 level 1s. You want to try to go silver every month. That's always my goal every month, is to get 3 new level 1s and teach them to duplicate. And not to discourage you, but not everybody does it. And not everybody maybe orders every month or gets somebody to order every month. So you need to calculate that in. But this is how simple it could be if everybody would just duplicate that.
Exactly. And I will tell you guys, I've had ambassadors that I thought were going to run with it and just be amazing, and they didn't put the effort in and they fizzled out. And then I've had ones that have blown me away running with it when I didn't think that they were going to. And I also have a lot, like recently, that have come back and said, okay, like, I see the vision now. I am ready to do this. I want this business. So never count anybody out. But like Mandy said, go as wide as you can. We are so lucky that Plexus does not limit us to 2 legs on our team. We are allowed to go as wide as we want. So I absolutely love that. Let me see. I'm going to unmute. Here, hold on. All right. Does anybody have any questions on anything that we went over, or even anything that we didn't go over that you're wondering about? I went ahead and unmuted everybody. You can go ahead and speak. Anyone? This is where there are always crickets. No, seriously, it happens almost every time I've ever done it. Okay, so if nobody has any questions, we will go ahead and let you get off of here. If you are a sponsoring ambassador on here and you had somebody that didn't make the call, I am recording this and I will get it on our team pages, so then you'll be able to send the link to them. And then they can watch it. So next Thursday night, we are going to go over the okay, hold on, baby. We're going to go over the compensation plan, which is a pretty exciting thing to go over, but too much to add on to this call here. And Mandy and I will be working on like a training and event schedule for July to have it all lined up so everybody knows what is going on. All right, my kids have had enough and they're starting to yell at each other. So I'm going to let everybody go. You guys have an incredible night. Thank you.
Thank you much.